Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and today we are going to be making some thank you cards for Hunter's teacher and Para's. His last day of school is Thursday, so I'm going to send these. You can put your gift card right there, and then I'll have him write a little message on here. You can make these in your school colors. I just kind of made them in primary, I don't know, just what reminds me of school colors with the blackboard and red and all that. So the insides patterns are all going to be different because I used the Regals, Regals Designer Series paper pack, and I had already used the red ones. So these are just some scraps that were left over from my other project. And if you notice that it's kind of like dirty on the black, I wanted it to look like a chalkboard. So I used the Embossing Buddy. This is embossed, and then I didn't wipe it off because I wanted it to look like, you know, somebody had just used an eraser on the chalkboard. And then there's a little apple, and then this is a little piece of chalk. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. You're going to need a piece of real red, and this measures 8.5 by 5.5 score, and I'm going to score that at 4 1/4. A piece of basic black that is 4 by 5 1/4. A piece of basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. This is for the pocket on the inside. This is 2 1/4 by 5 1/2, and this is 2 by 5 1/4, just to mat on there. And then this is 1/2 inch by 5 1/4, and then this is a half again by 5 1/4. That's like the bottom of the chalkboard, this piece right here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. I'll just leave these things out. I am not, well, I am, but I'm not. I'm using this stamp set, Sweetest Cherries, for the thank you, and I just masked off again. If you saw my last video, I did that on that one too. It's thank you for being so. You could do sweet, you know, whatever. And then, so I just masked that because I wanted the thank you to be kind of scripty like cursive. So that's why I picked that thank you. And then I'm using Remember Days to Remember. I'm using the star and the heart in here. Those stars and 2 stars and a heart right there. I'm using that. And then for the little apple, I'm using Seasonal Branches. Don't mind how I spelled it. I spelled it wrong. There are 2 apples in this die set, so I have one of them over here, so you can cut out 2 at once. But we will cut that out. So Seasonal Branches, and then like I said, the Regals Designer Series paper pack. All right, so I'm going to bring in my scoreboard, and we are going to score that at 4 1/4. All right. And we will fold this in half. And then take a bone folder, make sure we get a good crease. All right, so that will be the front of our card. All right, for the black, I took the black, and I'm going to go ahead and put the piece of white at the bottom so I get my placement for the words and the other little images. The other thing that I am using in this, it was a Stampin' Up! Product. I can't think and do two things at once. I mean, talk and do something at the same time. Is the chalk marker. So you can get these, you know, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, wherever. But this is an old Stampin' Up! Chalk marker that I have had. I think I have another one around here somewhere. I don't know. I bought a couple just to have on hand. All right, so I'm going to take the Retired Detail Trimmer Punch. So use any corner rounder that you have. And I'm going to round the corners. I'll be using that again on the inside. All right, so now, like I said, I'm using the Embossing Buddy. I don't know if it's called that anymore. It comes in the Embossing Essentials pack. So I'm just patting this all around my black. So it's doing dual purpose here. It's looking like chalk that's been erased on the chalkboard, but then it's also helping, it's going to help me with the white embossing powder that I'm going to use so that it doesn't stick everywhere. All right, so I'm using my Versamark. I have my stamp here. I am taking some Post-it tape. I have a couple of sizes of this Post-it tape. This is the 1 inch, and then it's got 700 inches in it. So I've had that for quite a while. And I'm just putting that right over the part that I don't want. All right, and then I'm going to ink that up in Versamark. Take this off. Just making sure I don't have any on there. And then this is going to go in the middle. All right. Then I'm going to take the stars and the heart and just put a few of them over here. So I'm doing 2 stars and 1 heart. Do however you want to do. All right. Let me see. I can use my, got a little bit of Versamark on here. I just want to make sure. I can wipe it off after as well. All right, so I'm going to take my little spoon here and oops. And then one more little star. All right. I'm gonna put the top on this so I do not make a mess. Then I'm going to take my big brush that comes in the set there, and I'm just going to wipe off some of the big spots. And then I see one little spot right here. There we go. All right, now I'm going to bring in my heat gun. And I'm going to let it heat up for a second. I'm going to start on the back to get it warm. That helps the warping a little bit so it doesn't warp so bad. And then as soon as it's melted, you move it. So then normally I would take this and I would wipe all of that embossing buddy powder off. I'm not going to this time because I want it on there. So we'll just leave that like it is. All right, I'm gonna do the inside real quick while that is drying, because you want to let it dry. If you wipe it while it's still warm, I got a fly, it will smear. So make sure to let it cool down. So I'm putting this at the bottom. Just like that. And then this is the pocket, so I'm just going to add this piece like this. All right, now I think I'm free to do this. So I'm going to take the Stampin' Seal, and I'm going to put this on with my Stampin' Seal. Alright, this is going to go on the front of my card. Just like that. Okay, now let's get our little apple made. So like I said, I'm using the Seasonal Branches stamp set. Here is our little apple, and I am going to use just a little piece of Real Red. And actually, I can use both of them because, so I'm going to take out the other one. I don't know if you noticed on my other one, the top of the stem is Early Espresso. So we're going to do one in Early Espresso, and I don't even have to do all of it. I can just do some of it, and then one in Real Red. So I will bring out my little boho blue guy here, and don't forget that this is available for purchase until supplies last. This was a special a while ago. If you wanted to pick a boho blue mini when you joined, you could, and now it's just available for purchase because they have some left over. Don't forget about our paper stacks, paper shares, paper, oh my goodness, I can't talk. Our Designer Series paper sale, that goes until the end of the month. There are, I think, 11, is it 11 or 13? I'm not for sure. I was going to get my paper, but it'll put it, it's mostly the Designer Series paper that is on sale. Not like the specialty papers or the acetate or anything like that. So I am cutting off the little red stem on the apple, just cutting that off. Right, I'm going to put these over here so I don't lose them. Then I have this guy right here, and you don't need that much. I'm going to put some glue right here on the little brown. And then I'm going to lay this apple with no stem now right on top and match them up just like that. So now you have a little apple with a brown stem. You could make it green or whatever color you want to make it. Mine is brown. All right, so there is that. And then here is the little piece of chalk. So this is about a 1/2 inch. It's a sliver, about a 1/2 inch by not even a 1/16, like 1/2 of a 1/16. So this is just a little piece of chalk. So we'll put some glue on this. And that's just going to go over here. I have it sticking just like it's on a little shelf there. All right, and then the apple. We're going to put some glue on the back of the apple. And that's going to go right over here. Just like that. All right, then I can take my chalk pen and I'm just gonna write dog. I'm gonna try and write it as neatly as possible in all capitals. And then that's a little big, and then cat. And then I'm gonna do ABC. And then 2 plus 2 equals 4. All right, you can write whatever you want on there. All right, so that needs to dry for just a second. This, I am taking the 2 and 3 inch circle punch. This is an online exclusive, so you can get that online. And we have some more online exclusives that are coming up, and I do want to show you those, so I will go get my paper because they are, we got to pre-order them as demonstrators, and it's so cute. Okay, so I'm going to put some tear and tape on the back of this pocket here. The perk is now, if you wanted to, we also have a joining special. For it's still $99, free shipping, just tax. You can order these online exclusives as part of your starter kit if you want to. And it's Christmas. Otherwise, you have to wait until July to get them. We can get them now as demonstrators. Customers will be able to order them the beginning of July. All right, so I think I have that right behind me there. So I'm using my old paper piercer. Take your pick tool or whatever you have to take off the backings of the. I'm sorry, I am all over the place. I just got back from the camper. We've been up there for 3 days. My next videos, the next couple of videos, I think until the end of the month, are probably going to be on Mondays. I have taken every Monday off this month because I was either going to lose my days. I have 2 personal days and a bunch of vacation days, and because I am in a school, our fiscal year starts on July 1st. So I took all of the Mondays in June off. Super excited. All right, so I have used the corner rounder again, and I wanted to do all of them. I'm rounding the corners so it looks the same as the outside. I work in the district office, so I do not get summers off, but I get all the holidays and whatnot off, so I love it. Okay. Put that on the inside. All right. And then that's going to go down here so that he can write his message on there. I'm sure he's just going to write his name. And then we're going to be, I think we're going to get Starbucks cards. So we'll be able to put our little Starbucks cards in there. And that is, am I forgetting anything? I don't think that I am. So here are these are for his peers, and this is for his teacher, or however we're going to do it here. Let me get my sheets that I have right here. Right here. So here's the one about the starter kit. Join now and you get $155 worth for only $99, free shipping, just tax. You can choose to get any of the online exclusives in your starter kit if you want to. This is the one that we got to order. It's called Horse and Sleigh Stamp Set. Isn't it cute? And then it's got paper, and then it's got embellishment. So and the whole suite is $72.50. So you could get this in your starter kit and then get the rest in whatever you want to get. Our starter kits are always pick whatever you want to. You get to choose. You don't have to. You don't have to get anything that you want. You can get whatever you want. So July 6th is when you can shop these products if you're not a demonstrator or if you don't want to join right now. And then there's another set down here that's called Timeless Charm Bundle. So that's really cute. I don't know. No. Okay. So if you have any questions, though, make sure to leave me a comment below or get in touch with me at lisatruckin@yahoo.com, and I'll answer any questions that you have for me. This is a stamp set dies, 12 by 12 designer series paper, and adhesive back snowflake assortments. Oh, I'm sorry. Designer series paper is 6 by 6, and you get 48 sheets, 4 of each. I saw the 12 right here. So that's why I thought it was 12 by 12, but it's not. It's 6 by 6. So there is that. And then here is the designer series paper sale, 15% off from now until the end of June. Bright and Beautiful, Countryside Inn, Delightfully Eclectic, Earth and Elegance, Fresh as a Daisy, Glorious Gingham, Hello Irresistible. This is a online exclusive. Inked Botanical, Lace Shops, Let's Go Fishing, Masterfully Made, Stargazing, and Zoo Crew. So those are the ones that are on sale right now. So like I said, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. I'd love to have you on my team. I'm trying to get to 2,000 likes or subscribers on my YouTube channel. So if you could help me out, if you haven't subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it. And I will talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye.